Good evening, everybody. This is Reverend Lynn LaBorde, and I'm going to be channeling Egyptian goddess Hathor this evening and bringing through some messages that she wants to deliver. It's been a little bit. I've been working with Mary Magdalene most recently, but Hathor has some things that she would like to say. So I'm going to bring her through. Greetings, beloveds.
Hello. Greetings.
Greetings indeed. We are delighted to be in your presence, to have you in ours.
Thank you.
We have messages to deliver this evening. There was an inquiry earlier of your gifts and abilities that were mentioned to Sohana Grace during your exit. You must understand, dear one, that you were one of many of the priestesses that were trained at the temples honoring Hathor and Isis and others during your Egyptian civilizations that were thriving upon beloved Gaia. And much of the intuitions and knowledge that you have come from the experiences that you were trained in and learn and know and possess. And all you need to do is make a request to have this information once again returned to you so that you can apply many of the tools and thought patterning that was quite significant and profound in helping you to manifest that which you would like to continue to create. Each one of you played a part, particularly this gathering here this evening, of what it was like to be a part of this civilization, of this energetic dynamic. We are enjoying the melody. This being, this Pied Piper, if you will, he is familiar to us. We have always enjoyed his melodies. Each of you has within you a spectrum of wisdom and knowledge that you can bring to this current existence. It comes from a place of knowing and remembering aspects of yourself and of your own divinity. One moment, please. Each of you carries within you your own hall of records, if you will. Sohana Grace works with the lords of the records to access the souls with whom she has contracted to do these reviews, if you will. The questions that can be answered are extreme and profound, but mostly people want to know about their pets or their jobs or their current relationships. Please understand that each of you has access to a storehouse of knowledge that is remarkable, that will help with not only your own ascension process, but the ascension processes of many with whom you are in contact. Dig deeper, beloveds. Ask questions. Why does this pattern of energy and relationship dynamic continue to perpetuate itself? Why am I dreaming these dreams? Why am I thinking these thoughts? Why am I stuck in these patterns of behavior that seemingly course correct you from path that you want to take? It may seem a bit like self-sabotage. It may seem as if it came out of nowhere. But please understand that there is no aspect of your life path that doesn't have 100% of your participation. This is a process of you digging down to find out what is the thinking that has created such an existence. You are unconscious of most. You have seen the picture of an iceberg, knowing that the tip of the iceberg, the 10% that is above water, is much like your consciousness, and there is 90% of shenanigans that are being created by you, unaware, within your own consciousness. For you to have access to this information, you must drill down. It is impacted within your own consciousness, dear ones. It is underneath the surface. However, profound impact that it has on your existence. It's very, 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 very powerful. You have a myriad of lifetimes or existences that are occurring simultaneously that go far beyond what you consider your time-space continuum. And every thought that you are making, every thought that you are thinking is impacting. Please understand that this is malleable, much like silly putty or cookie dough. And you are making impressions that create cookies, as this has been stated before. Some are positive cookies and some are negative cookies, but please understand you are eating every single one of them. You are consuming your own thoughts. You are manifesting that which you are thinking. We ask you to give yourself a moment of observation, a moment of being objective to your thoughts. This would require you slowing down enough to sit back and say, there one goes, there goes another. Much like the ticker tape at the New York Stock Exchange. With these thoughts are not random. They are being generated by the computers of your mind. The thoughts, the beliefs, the circumstances that have helped to mold you, the ego identification that you have, the energetic identification that you have with certain circumstances and relationships that have occurred within your various and sundry existences. You must be the psychic surgeons of your own existence. You must be the ones to call forth and examine under a seeming spiritual microscope, why am I exhibiting such behavior? Why do I always have these patterns of wins and losses? Why do I have these seeming challenges? Why is this relationship dynamic always occurring? As you begin the inquiry, you have a bevy of guidance that is willing to come forth and assist you. Guidance that will say, we think that you should turn right, for we know what happens if you turn left. And you may choose to turn left, and then we will help you to course correct. However, if we know that there is a pot of gold waiting for you, should you make a right and you choose to turn left, oh well. Sometimes our guidance may fall upon deaf ears. You need only attune yourself. It may be the slightest turning of the head to listen to the words that come forth. We know what is in your hearts. However, we are asking that you invite us in. It is much like the legend of the vampires. They must be invited in. However, we are not the vampires. We are the guardians. We are the assistants that you have been praying for. But you must speak with us. You must invite us in. You must say these words aloud, or you have such a tumble and mishigas, if you will, of thoughts that go on within these brilliant and beautiful minds of yours. We are here to remind you of your divinity. We are here to remind you of the truth of who each of you are, lest you have forgotten, dear ones. We would like to open this platform to any questions and inquiries that you may have, for we are here to be of service. How may we be of assistance?
Hathor, you said everyone here tonight was part of that
Yes, dear one.
era.
Yes.
What part did I play?
You, dear one, take the role of teaching. There is much that you are learned of in the arts of working with oils and plants and fragrances and healing modalities that were done with herbs and oils and fragrances to calm and heal and enhance and excite. This is information that you possess, as you have been known in other incarnations to be a medicine woman. You have a wealth of knowledge and understanding of nature and the application of the assistance of the plant life. And this sits like a untapped reservoir within you.
Okay, thank you.
Hathor,
Yes, dear one.
what error are you referring to?
The thriving civilization that existed within the deserts of Africa that is now known as Egypt. It was a green, rich, and verdant civilization with waters that ran right up to your pyramidal structures. These were energy channels. They were built by civilizations that had come before in the civilization known as Atlantis. And they were not tombs. They were not built by Egyptians. They were built previously. The civilization of Atlantis then moved to Egypt and began to try and rebuild what had existed once before. However, it could not reach the apex of glory of what had been built in Atlantis. However, there was much corruption. Atlantis corrupted the innocence that was the land of Mu, the Moria, and unfortunately your civilization as it is now is about to receive quite a cleansing, a purification, if you will.
Makes a lot of sense.
Hathor, can you tell me more of what my role was back then?
were one of the priestesses of the temples, dear one. You have an understanding of the alchemy of energetic dynamics between the masculine and the feminine. You truly understand how to weave the energy to bring peace to a situation. Conflict resolution is what it would be called today, but truly it was a way that you were able to soothe the savage beast. Your hands, the touch of your hands, can be very healing and soothing. You have an energy that you carry within you that is very healing through the laying on of hands. Not as a massage, and sometimes in sexual union, but in an effort to bring about peace, to bring about balance, to bring about parity. The priestesses of the temples were taught how to bring balance. You are learned in these abilities, as are others in this room at this time. You have continued to walk a path of light, but you may now choose to bring this information back to light for yourself. There are books that have been written on this subject. Sohmalife Grace is in the process of creating the revelation of the ancient Egyptian light language through the work that she and I are doing together. She has had a temporary delay, but is back on her course of action. We thank you for your encouragement and understanding. Each of you are deeply connected to one another. You may not necessarily have instantaneous recognition of the roles that each of you have played with each other. However, please understand that connection is truly divine. Beloveds, we may receive one more inquiry, and then it will be time for us to take our departure.
Yes. Today I was driving. I finally started getting in my car. And again, I was behind the same vehicle with the same 6669 number. My brother had seen it before with me. We were going to the city last week, and then the day before that we saw the same vehicle
3 times in a row.
Yeah, so this is really interesting. What do I have to do to break this contract with, this soul contract with, whatever is happening, because there's some choice. I choose the light, but I feel like it's...
There is indeed a soul contract that you signed in golden light, dear one.
It ran out.
It is fine. You would best be served to sit down and have a conversation with Sohmalife Grace, having access to your Akashic records,
Yes.
to understand the width and the depth and the breadth of this contract that you signed. For there is an aspect of you that is ignorant of the commitment that you made. And if you request a new contract, there are certain circumstances that must be altered. There are aspects of that contract that you use in your everyday life, the relationships that you have, and the occupation that you have chosen, that you would need to relinquish. For it has been an easy path for you. So you would need to, dear one, decide another path. We will discuss with you further.
Okay.
Understand that this is someone merely trying to get your attention, like ringing a bell. Remember me. You have within you the ability to say, no thank you. However, your contract must be rewritten.
Thank you.
Indeed. It has been my divine pleasure to be with each of you. You need only call us by name, and we will be there to assist you in any way that we might. With deep love and gratitude, we wish you greetings and salutations, dear ones.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh,
And thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
you're welcome.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for being with us.
That was
Until we meet again.
nice.